1 Samuel chapter 2 continues the story of Israel's new beginning by placing two paths side by side, one marked by humility and obedience, and the other by corruption and arrogance, showing us how God responds to each. The chapter opens with Hannah lifting her voice in prayer, not in sorrow this time, but in praise. She rejoices in the Lord, declaring that her strength comes from Him alone. She proclaims that the Lord brings down the proud and raises up the humble, that He feeds the hungry and humbles the mighty. Hannah's prayer reaches beyond her own story and points to God's rule over all the earth, a God who guards the faithful and judges wickedness. Her words hint at a future king, revealing that God is already shaping Israel's destiny. After Hannah's prayer, the story returns to Shiloh, and the contrast becomes stark. Eli's sons, Hophni and Phinehas, served as priests, but they did not know the Lord. Instead of honoring God, they abused their position. When people came to offer sacrifices, the priest's servants would seize the best portions by force, ignoring God's law. Even worse, the sons of Eli treated the Lord's offering with contempt and engaged in immoral behavior at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Their sin was very great in the Lord's sight. While corruption grew among the priests, young Samuel was growing in God's presence. Clothed in a simple linen ephod, he served before the Lord under Eli's care. Each year Hannah visited him and brought a small robe she had made for him. Eli would bless Elkanah and Hannah, and the Lord showed favor to Hannah, granting her more children and 3 sons and 2 daughters. Samuel, meanwhile, continued to grow in stature and in favor with the Lord and with the people. God then sent a man of God to Eli with a serious message. The Lord reminded Eli of how he had chosen his family for the priesthood, yet Eli had honored his sons more than God. Because of this, God declared that Eli's household would be judged. The priesthood would be taken from his family, and both of his sons would die on the same day, a sign that the Lord's word was certain. The chapter closes by reinforcing the contrast. The sons of Eli continued in sin, while Samuel continued to grow before the Lord. God was preparing to raise up a faithful priest who would walk in obedience and do what was in God's heart and mind. Next comes 1 Samuel 3, where God calls Samuel by name and the word of the Lord begins to be heard again in Israel.